All right, taking a model from this to this. All right, welcome back everyone. Why most sweat effects look fake? Well, had a couple requests to do this sweat effect tutorial, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is a new torso that I printed, and I did a very simple skin tone on here, and I'm just gonna be showing this, and hopefully you guys get something out of it. If you do, hey, give me a like, comment, even subscribe. A couple things you're gonna need, and one of them is gonna be satin varnish. All right, and just because, you know, the body when it's sweaty or even wet, you have a sheen to it. So this is the kind that I use. You don't have to use this brand right here. And the next thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need this gloss, high gloss varnish, or just a gloss, I guess, doesn't really matter. And then a UV. You don't have to use this one, just make sure it's a clear UV, and some type of sponge. So I'm using this sea sponge right here, and all I'm gonna be doing with this is just taking a piece off, and I'm just gonna rip it off and just use that, and that's all I'm gonna be doing. All right, moving along. Again, very simple paint job. I didn't do the vein effect. I didn't do any of that. I didn't put any highlights on his little waist right there. So anyway, moving on. So first we're gonna start with this satin varnish, and I'm gonna be using some tweezers with a little bit of that broken off sea sponge right here, just to dab. And let me show you. I'm going to be dabbing it in here, and then I'm going to be taking a paper towel and just taking off a little bit of the excess, just doing this right here, just so it's not super wet and drippy. I don't want that right now. So we just want a nice sheen, and that's what I'm going to be using. And I like it because it's going to leave a little bit, a tiny bit of the matte behind. We don't want it all to be satin, otherwise we would just clear coat it in satin. That's not what I want to do. That's not how I'm getting the effect I'm getting. And I didn't do the head, but if you needed a little more precision, you could take these little paint top protector caps and just stick your sponge in there. It's not okay. There we go, it's focused now, and it gives you a little bit more precision. So just a little tip, I guess. And also, when we do the satin, we want to concentrate on the recesses, right? A lot of pulling goes on in there, in the recesses, middle of the chest, you know, the abs, just naturally. So let me go ahead and show you how I do this. And we are going to dip that in. I'm just going to dab it a little bit. And now I'm just going to just dab it around. And it is not in focus, but you see how I'm applying this. I'm not pressing super hard either. Take a little more, dab that off, there you go. And as you can see, maybe the matte clear coat I put on is having it beat up a little bit, but that's fine. If you see a little bit of little foam or whatever, it's fine. It's just gonna dry out. It'll self-level. And I'm just gonna continue to do this, and I'm not gonna cut this. I just want to show you how I'm kind of applying it everywhere. If you want to fast forward, you can to the next step, which is going to be the gloss step. Sorry, you know what? I think I am going to go ahead and cut this. You guys see the technique I'm using. I'm just kind of lightly dabbing it all over. And I'm just continuing to dab and then take off the excess and just continuing to dab. Alright, I have finished my satin step. I need to dry this right now. And so I'll dry it and we'll be right back. Alright, here it is, dry. And I think it's dry. I just touched it right there. And yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the next step, high gloss. And like I said, you don't have to use that brand right there. And what I am doing is I'm gonna be using a brand new little piece of my sponge. I don't wanna mix the satin and the gloss. And I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing. I'm just gonna be taking a little bit of it, dabbing it on my paper towel, and this I want to put a little bit more so on the high spots. You don't have to be too careful here. I mean, this dude's wet, or if you're doing maybe like someone who's just, getting out of a pool, it doesn't really matter, right? The contours of your body, I mean, you're going to have, it looks like I put a little too much on the abs there, but that's okay. This is just the second step, and as you can see, I'm just kind of just dabbing it lightly all around, mostly in the high spots. If it gets in the recesses, that's fine too. This is not like some, science to it. This is just a little bit of just taking, this and just dabbing it in some places where you would think you would see the most shine at. And as you could tell, I guess more so once it's dry, you'll see those, the transitions between the satin sheen, right, versus the high gloss. And it gives that feel the depth, to like how sweaty or wet, your model is. And here it is, and as you could tell, you're probably thinking it looks pretty sweaty to me, but wait till it dries. It's gonna dry flat, not as in a flat sheen, a finish, but if you like this, I mean, you could definitely go with this, but we could push it even further, and that's where the UV resin comes in. And again, any UV resin will do, as long as it's clear. This is the one I'm going to be using, and let me show you guys how I'm going to mix it. I just put the sponges in there for the last steps I did. Going to be putting a little of this in here, and I'm going to be, I want it diluted just a little bit, so I'm taking some alcohol, and I'm just putting a couple drops in there, and I'm going to be mixing that up, of course, just to make it a little bit more loose, and make sure you use a clean brush. I almost use this green brush here, but it's going to tint the resin. So just keep that in mind. You want to use a clean brush. This one looks fairly clean. So that's all I'm going to be doing is just mixing it up. Mix, mix, mix. I already see that there is a slight tint. I don't think this brush was completely clean. I'm just going to try to clean it in some alcohol right here. But I'm kind of showing this just a little bit in like real time. I'm going to be taking my tweezers again, and this is where you want to be really random about this, and I want to try to stay in the frame. I think I'm failing to do so right here. Yep, I'm just dabbing, and I'm out of frame. I realize I'm out of frame, so again, with the high spots, you do want to put this in the recesses as well, because again, with the satin, there's a lot of pulling there, right? So as you'll see, I'll just kind of dab and then hit it with my paper towel, and I'm just kind of just moving around. The same thing like I did with the gloss, essentially. But you're not going to hit the exact same spots because it's a sea sponge. It's there's going to be a little bit of that satin, a little bit of that gloss, and then the UV resin. And the UV resin sits a little bit more on top, a little proud than the satin and the gloss. And sorry, I'm out of frame again, but I'm talking and I moved back in. So it's going to sit a little proud, so it's going to give you that dimension, And if you want, you could take... and I'll show it in a second here, that you can take a toothpick and actually just dot. If you're doing the brow of a head and you want to put some dots, you could do that as well. Let me go ahead and show you that real quick. Actually, I'm going to show you how I'm curing this. So I have just this low-powered UV light, and I guess maybe since it's low-powered, it doesn't turn yellow. I haven't had an issue. I just hit this for a couple of minutes and then cure the resin that's sitting there, just in case I accidentally touch it. I don't want to smear it. I like the effect that the sponge has given my model, and it already looks wet. Sweaty is the goal I'm going for here. So, and what I'm going to do is taking more of this resin. This time I'm just going to do it straight up. I don't want to dilute this at all. And what I'm going to be doing is taking a toothpick, as you can see right here, with a little bit of that resin, and I would be typically wearing like my magnification glasses So I'm having to just trust the camera here. I'm zooming in because I want you guys to see. You see all the resin there already that's been cured, still looks wet, and you just want to drag this. It may not be to scale, and you could actually take a razor and make your Q-tip, I'm sorry, not Q-tip, the toothpick a little more fine. And you know that's going to give you a little more precision, and you don't want to go just straight down. You want to kind of wiggle it around, you know, because sweat follows the contours of your body, of course. I know you probably don't need me to tell you that. And just kind of just doing that right here and just going around in different places. You want to kind of select, like under arms, under the chest, on the chest. You know, Bruce Lee's pretty sweaty in the fight, and that's all I'm doing, right? It just gives it more character as far as, you know, just blotches of sweat. Now you have drips of sweat, and I think it makes it look good. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to go around and continue to use my toothpick. And you'll notice that some of them get really kind of wide, and that's what I was saying. If you wanted to, you could use a razor and, you know, make it a lot more finer of a tip to do that. And of course you want to cure this as well, so just remember where you had put your drips at. But that's how it's looking so far. Alright, here's the final product. It is already cured, and I think it looks pretty convincing. The drips there, the sweat, you could see a little bit, tiny bit of the matte. You see the satin, you see the gloss, and then you see those prominent UV resin drips in there. Guys, if this video has helped you, if you picked up something, you know, helpful at all to you, you know, like, comment, even subscribe. It's free. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this type of stuff. Well, that's it for the video. Until next time, take care.